So hello everyone. Welcome to the Soapmakers Business Master Plan. And we've got a special treat for you because I wanted to introduce you to Ellie Major. And Ellie, I don't know your job title, but Ellie works at Soap Kitchen. And from the conversations that we've had, she's been there right since the beginning, hasn't she? Yes?
Not quite, no. Well, so I'm the marketing and design manager. I've been there for the last few years, since the transition of our new director, but I deal with all of the design, the making, all the product descriptions, everything like that. So I know the ins and outs and the story behind what we do and how we've got to where we are today.
Right. So I think that's what we'd like to know. But I mean, I remember Soap Kitchen from back in the days when it had different owners. So that so Nick Story is now the owner and director, and
Yes.
it sounds like it's grown beyond. It's grown like Topsy. So tell me about that. Tell me a little bit about that journey, how it started.
So yeah, the Soap Kitchen. Well, it started from our old directors, Leslie and Richard. Richard started making soap in his kitchen. And it developed from there. Really, they opened up a little shop, and then they grew to a warehouse, and that's been running since 2000. So 20 years last year. And then in May last year, Nick took over, and Nick's transformed it even more again, in terms of bringing it up to date with modern times, the technology, the systems, all that sort of thing, which took off massively for us. And it's just grown more and more since then, and we're working on projects every single day to develop it and offer the best service we can for our customers.
Right. So tell us about your customers. So are they just UK based or?
No, so we sell worldwide. We have, don't get me wrong, we have a lot of UK customers, but we also have a lot of EU and beyond customers. We ship to all of them, and we offer all of our services worldwide. So we're really proud of that, and that's what we want to help our customers do.
Right. So has Brexit affected you?
Yes, fortunately, in a positive way,
Oh,
as you
yeah.
can imagine, soap was in demand. So from the beginning part, even we had businesses and people at home wanted to make their own products, even from like the gels and stuff like that to actual soap blocks that have antibacterial properties. And we managed to provide at the very beginning that service, and then throughout, even now, the demand is just even more. And as we've made changes as a business to sort of accommodate that, we've just grown and grown and grown.
Wow. So post Brexit, I was talking to a client the other day who was in Ireland and who was having terrible problems getting supplies. Are you actually supplying countries that require difficult paperwork?
Yes. There was a rough patch that we had to go through. I think we can speak for everyone on that. But we've got there, and yeah, we now have all of our products still going out like normal. There's a few little blips here and there which we have to deal with, but we try our utmost to provide where we can, and just sort of push forward from there.
Right. So how many of you are there?
Our team is just over it's about 40 members of staff ish, but we've
Wow.
grown so much, it's trying to keep up with it all,
Oh
really.
my goodness.
We actually in September launched a brand new website and introduced a stock control system and a whole new warehouse. So before, we used to down pack orders when the orders came in, whereas now we have a picking and a packing warehouse where the orders are on the shelf, and then the guys can go along and pick them straight away. So in the long run, it helps the customers because we're doing that packing system a lot faster. So it means that we can get the orders out quicker, which means our turnaround is faster, so the customers can be making quicker as well.
Yeah. So what is the normal turnaround? Do you know?
So our aim is next day, usually 1 to 2 days. That was one of the big negatives we got with Brexit, it was sort of like a chain delay. So we got delayed from our suppliers, which then put us in delay, so we went up to being sometimes like sort of 5 to 6 days, if not longer. But we've managed to get that right back down now. And I know the team today, I've been and spoken to them, and they're packing today's orders, and they're flying out the door. So
Wow.
we're in a lot better place now.
So tell me who your customers are. Are they mostly hobbyists or are they people setting up businesses?
We'd say 50-50. And we try to provide to both. So we create things like our kits, which, you know, are perfect for crafters at home. But then also they then develop, so people that want to try the businesses or want to start a business will order a kit because it's perfect. It's got everything they need to try that craft. And then they sort of develop from there into a business. So we're very much half and half. And then we offer the bulk options for the biggest, so, you know, order pallet worth of stock if required,
wow.
down to as little as, you know, 30 grams of a fragrance. So we do both.
It's interesting because I remember when I got the courage to buy my first block of coconut oil, I think it was 17.5 kilos. And this box arrived, and I remember looking at thinking, that's going to last me a year, you know, that's going to last me forever. And just 18 months later, I was ordering a ton a day.
Yeah.
Coconut
oil.
Oh
yeah.
So I mean, it's just I mean, I think what people tend to say about soap making above everything else is how addictive it is. So I bet a lot of your customers have been with you for a long time.
Yeah, definitely. We've got such a range, and we've got loads of amazing loyal customers that, like you said, now order in such high volumes, and they started off small. And then we also have lots of new customers, and that's what our niche is. We try to provide the service from the beginning to the end, which is why we were so keen to work with you, because we have a blog which has recipes, but it also goes through the legal side of things, all the safety documents and that sort of thing that you require when you and getting your cosmetic safety reports and everything like that, and the steps you need and the information. So we start that on our blog to help customers. Obviously we provide then the products to go with it, and then we provide the CPSR service where they can buy their assessments through us, which we work with a chemist to help the customer get the
Scott. You work with Scott?
Yeah, we work with Scott to get the documents that they need in order to then sell, and then they can go back onto our blog, and there's selling tips and techniques, and, you know, even down to bits of software they can use to help create designs for their labels and that sort of thing. We want to help them from start to finish. Right. And even as going as far as when we're on social media, we've got a hashtag which we then get them to tag us in, so then we can promote their products and share what they're making with our customers as well.
Great.
So yeah, we try and do it all the way through from beginning to end.
So are you just selling soap? You sell candle ingredients as well, don't you? Do you?
We don't at the moment. So Nick's other company is Supplies for Candles.
Oh, right.
So Supplies for Candles sell everything you need to make. So basically, we've got the two most dominating businesses, and we're sister companies. So we have that amazing connection where we can then provide all products from both markets for home fragrance. So they do candles, wax melts, reed diffusers, all that sort of thing. And they have an amazing range of glassware, amazing range of dupe fragrances, which I know there's one on there called Monkey Farts, I believe, that smells amazing though. Extremely popular. And then obviously you've got our side, and we get a lot of customers that switch between the crafts. So the fact that we can provide both of those, you know, is an incredible service, and we're very proud to be able to provide that.
Yeah. Wow. And what do you do anything with skincare ingredients at all?
Yeah. So we work with Stevenson's, so we provide all of Stevenson's bases. So we can provide a base where you literally just add a bit of color, add a bit of essential oil or fragrance, and that's your product created. Or we then provide the ingredients to make things from scratch. So all of your emulsifiers, your surfactants, you know, your butters, your oils, everything. So you can make it from scratch depending on what you're after. And I think that's why it's so good, because it's the same with when you make soap. You have melt and pour, which is a more simplified, but don't get me wrong, as beautiful process. And then you've got cold process, which is the starting from scratch. And, you know, we want to provide that. And that's definitely, I know we're called the Soap Kitchen, but we definitely do such a range for all kinds of cosmetics and toiletries.
Great. And what do you find the best selling? What's the trends at the moment?
It's very hard at the moment because of the pandemic, definitely. Obviously, soap is always massive, but because we provide worldwide, we have such a different range of audiences. Definitely soap and bath bombs. Bath bombs are huge. I know there's a big retailer out there that makes bath bombs that's so popular, and people want to be able to create their own and create that bath art that they can with all these foaming and colours and whizzing
I
and
love
fizzing.
that.
And yeah, and some of them are beautiful, some of them really are. And it's funny to say, how can you make your bath look beautiful, but just add a bit of colour and a bit of fizz, and it creates that paradise for you.
It's quite amazing, because I remember when I started, bath bombs were absolutely huge, just taking over. I mean, Lush had just opened, and bath bombs were going crazy. But it, you know, that's 20 odd years ago. It's amazing that some things just stay. I mean, you would have thought that was just such a trendy thing and that it would have its day and go, but it's still as popular now as it was then, by the sounds of it.
No, definitely. And it's popular with all kinds of ages as well. Kids, obviously, I know there's different rules and regulations for kids products, but kids absolutely love a bath bomb that looks like a shark and turns into this beautiful blue aquarium in the water sort of thing. But then also they're used for relaxation and, helping with even with your mental health and stuff like that. There's so many properties and things that all these bath products can do. And yeah, definitely, I know there's different, there's shower steamers now, so people that don't have a bathtub can create that sort of sensation in a shower. Then there's bubble bars, and it just goes on and on. There's so many, and it's incredible.
And long may it last. Long may I didn't know when I wrote that first book, and I remember searching around for soap making instructions somewhere in the world. Nobody was doing it, and I didn't know what I was starting there with that. It was quite incredible.
Yeah.
But it's just lovely to see it blossom. Okay, so I'm so delighted to be working with you on promoting this program, and you've given the people that sign up a brilliant discount, brilliant bonus. That they get a 10% discount, a couple of small exclusions which you had to put in there, but overall, they've got a coupon number in the program, and they simply have to enter that coupon number on your website. That's how it works.
Yeah, just enter it at checkout, and the discount will be applied.
Brilliant. Lovely. Well, thank you so much for coming to talk to us. I think we all love to see what goes on behind the doors, because often we deal with companies for years, but we never hear the real story. So
yeah, and thank you so much for getting us involved, and we're very proud to be able to promote this for you. So yeah, it's great.
Lovely. See you soon, I hope. You take care.
Yes, and you. Bye-bye.
Bye.